page talking about I'm gonna show out. It's just my life. You can't get mad. Get the off my page. Tell me I'm gonna show out. I ain't no show out. I earn my shit the hard way.
And I'm going to state that emphatically. But just as emphatically, I'm going to remind everybody it is my opinion because of what I feel about him, what we believe and what we don't. So long as we concede that we have no way of knowing definitively what the truth is.
Drama broke out on social media when Floyd Mayweather went face-to-face with Stephen A. Smith in a tense Instagram Live after shocking claims accused Mayweather of being linked to a massive $420 million scam. The unbeaten boxing star, known for his flashy lifestyle and smart money moves, did not stay quiet as he responded strongly to Smith, who had raised doubts about his financial honesty. With thousands of viewers watching live, Mayweather stood his ground and made it clear that the accusations were false and driven by jealousy and wrong information.
Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
He went even further, citing rumors that Mayweather may have been the victim of a $402 million scam related to the Manhattan real estate deal. Smith proposed the question many are now wondering if Mayweather really is a billionaire. Why is he still fighting guys with no professional boxing pedigree in venues that feel more like spectacles than sport?
Stephen A. Smith has recently spoken out with strong criticism about Floyd Mayweather Jr. and his financial claims, especially after reports linked to a $42 million fraud. Smith raised doubts about whether Mayweather's wealth is as real as it appears, saying his expensive lifestyle and ongoing exhibition fights could be signs of possible financial pressure.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, we all know him, the tremendous, talented boxer, but people don't realize how smart he is in business, especially real estate. He just did a blockbuster deal, forget about it. Upper Manhattan, 1,000 units, consisting of 60 buildings, affordable housing, $402 million purchase price. The seller, Black Spruce Management. This is going to be a monster, huge deal. Already a very big portion of it already closed. The remaining portion should be closing the beginning of 2025. This is a guy who believes in long-term wealth, generational wealth. He's heavily involved in skyscrapers. Now he's getting very, very big in affordable housing in Upper Manhattan. Tremendous deal. $402 million. Once again, 1,000 units, 60 buildings. Forget about it, Maron. That's what I'm talking about. That's smart. That's generational wealth, in my opinion. Not financial advice, not a financial planner, but very, very impressed. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Not too shabby. V for victory.
Stephen A. Smith also pointed out that Floyd Mayweather Jr. spends money at an extreme level, like paying $1.13 million for a Super Bowl suite and owning a watch collection close to $100 million, which may be hard to maintain without strong income coming in. Smith's views show that more people are starting to question how clear Mayweather is about his finances and what problems his spending habits could create in the future.
So my next guest is arguably the best professional boxer in history, or certainly the most financially successful boxer. Retiring with a 15-0 pro record, he has taken the world of business by storm with that same singular focus and drive. Joining me now, boxing legend and one of one premier nutritional supplements founder, Floyd Money Mayweather. All right, Floyd, it's great seeing you, my man. I interviewed you 10 years ago before your last fight, and we played a short clip of it, and you said, listen, I enjoy being a villain. Here's the thing. You crafted a persona, and you used it for success in the ring. You've used it for success out of the ring. And I saw this interview in Forbes where you talked about the things that it takes to be successful, and it's still working for you.
Had a great team, just doing my homework, took my time, very, very smart. And I'm saying I wasn't the only one that was smart. Right.
Stephen A. Smith has also criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr. for choosing to keep fighting even after retirement. After watching his exhibition matches, Smith said that as one of the greatest boxers of all time, Floyd should be more careful about who he faces in the ring. He explained that going up against lesser-known opponents is hurting his legendary image and turning boxing into more of a show instead of true competition. Smith made it clear that not everyone is worthy of stepping into the ring with someone of Mayweather's level.
Well, let me get to you, because I understand that you have retired. You're 50-0. You walked away from the game. You made a lot of money, but you did make news sometime last year when people were talking about you returning. Now, you're 43 years old, okay? You made more money than any boxer in history, but I'll be damned if you're going to be on this show and I ain't going to ask you, are you thinking about coming back, Floyd Money Mayweather, with the Terrence Crawford, with a Manny Pacquiao still fighting, with Errol Spence Jr., who got in a car accident, and God bless him, thank goodness that he's okay. But there's a few cats in the welterweight division. I want to know where your head is at as it pertains to you.
During his appearance on First Take with Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman, Floyd Mayweather Jr. shared a detailed view of the business side of boxing, explaining that his success came not only from his talent in the ring, but also from how he handled his money and deals. He said many fighters only chase titles, but he focused on ownership, smart negotiations, and earning as much as possible. Mayweather proudly said he became his own boss by building his own promotion company and made sure he kept most of his fight income, setting a new path for future athletes.
I used to tell Teofimo for doing what he did, but I mean, once again, we can't judge a guy. A guy is not great because he won one fight. To become a legendary great fighter, you must continue to go out there and beat good fighters and beat great fighters.
So Floyd, what I mean is promoters are siloed with networks. We know who's where, right? So we're not even just asking purely about Teofimo, because of course you're right. It's difficult for business reasons to cross networks, cross promotion, all that stuff, right? Everyone wants what they want. What we're really interested in, at least I'll speak for myself, I believe Stephen A. as well, is that the best fight the best regardless, just as fans. And you're saying you're willing to sit down with other promoters on different networks and see if those fights can happen. Teofimo or someone on DAZN, doesn't matter to us. That's very, like, from the boxing fans' point of view, that's what they want to hear.
Stephen A. Smith, known for his passionate sports opinions, gave a detailed breakdown of the May 2nd, 2015 fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Before the match, Smith predicted that Mayweather would win, pointing to his better size, longer reach, and strong defensive skills. He felt that Mayweather's control of distance and pace would shut down Pacquiao's aggressive approach.
When you can't hit somebody, it demoralizes you. Manny Pacquiao actually looked like he quit. He looked so frustrated, so demoralized, because he got so schooled. He trapped Floyd Mayweather against the ropes. 1 minute, Floyd Mayweather is doing a rope-a-dope. The next minute, he'll grab him and he holds him, because that's what Floyd will do. He tried to trap him in the corner. Floyd kept escaping. Floyd was sitting there right in front of his face. The next thing you know, he was gone. Manny Pacquiao connected on 19% of his punches. 81% of his punches. This speed demon that y'all were talking about. This dude with the hands so fast, so much faster than Floyd Money Mayweather, so much more skill than Floyd Money Mayweather, so much more powerful than Floyd Money Mayweather, was hitting nothing but air. He got essentially embarrassed, not because it was literal embarrassment from the perspective that...
During the fight, Stephen A. Smith noted that Floyd Mayweather Jr. followed his strategy perfectly, using his jab and movement to keep Manny Pacquiao at a distance. He pointed out that Pacquiao had trouble landing clean shots, while Mayweather's accuracy and defense controlled the pace of the match. Smith admitted that even though the fight did not deliver the big action many expected, it still proved Mayweather's high-level skill and technique.
He said when we were on the phone talking, Manny Pacquiao said, I'm a congressman. I have opportunities after boxing is over. This is all that he does. He literally said, what if I lose? He said that to me. And I was like, what? Those words came out of Floyd Mayweather's mouth. He is saying that he will take a 45-55 split. He will take the 45%. He is saying that he has capitulated to any and all drug testing mandates that you have incorporated. He has called you out. I'm saying because of the Manny Pacquiao I saw yesterday, that Floyd is ducking. Because
Stephen A. says ducking.
I have to, only from this standpoint. He's saying whatever it takes, please get in the ring with me.
After the fight, Stephen A. Smith responded to the criticism about the lack of excitement, explaining that Floyd Mayweather Jr. style may not be flashy, but it clearly shows his high boxing IQ. He said this performance strengthened Mayweather's place as one of the greatest in the sport, proving that dominance is not only about knockouts, but can also come from smart strategy and full control inside the ring.
Fought against Manny Pacquiao, you fought against Floyd Mayweather. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest puncher, what would you rate both fighters?
We all know that Mayweather is not known for a big punch. It stings, it stings, yes. I would have to say they're about the same. It's funny because I didn't feel Pacquiao's punch. I didn't do anything to me, so I didn't really feel his punch. They punched the same. The only difference is that Pacquiao has the ability to really maybe knock you out, but he's got to land that perfect punch. And Pacquiao's more of a, he doesn't have that good timing like Mayweather.
What about speed?
Speed? It's different. It's different speed because Mayweather is a guy who one fast shot, boom. Pacquiao he'll throw 4, 5, 6, 7 punches and fast. I think both guys might be the same. What would have to do?
Stephen A. Smith openly shared his views on the 2017 fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Conor McGregor, saying that while the event was entertaining, there was a clear gap in boxing experience between the two. He pointed out that even though McGregor showed confidence and aggression, his lack of professional boxing skills was obvious against Mayweather's polished technique. Smith explained that Mayweather used a smart game plan to take advantage of that inexperience, which led to a 10th-round TKO win. After the fight, he praised Mayweather for adjusting and staying in control, which again proved his greatness, but he also raised concerns about crossover fights and questioned how they might affect the true value of the sport.
Well, I got to give Conor McGregor credit for lasting this long. He deserves a hell of a lot of credit. He never fought professionally as a fighter, and to last as long as he deserved a lot of credit. I thought he won the first 2 rounds. I think it was the 8th or the 9th round I had even. Outside of that, Floyd Money Mayweather stalked him tirelessly. He kept coming. He was blocking a lot of shots. He was making him miss a lot of shots. Didn't quite understand why he was turning his back to him and putting himself in a position to get chopped in the back of the head. I guess he wanted to expose the fact that Conor McGregor might, just innately employ UFC tactics or whatever the case may be. But in the end, I just thought that Conor McGregor was out on his feet. He got out of gas. He was taking some good shots, no doubt. He was hurt. But more than that, he was exhausted. He had never been in a boxing match. UFC 5-minute rounds is entirely different than 12 3-minute rounds. Floyd knew that, obviously. He's an expert at this. You came into his domain, and he worked it against them by making sure he punched himself.
Recently, Floyd Mayweather Jr. responded to Stephen A. Smith's criticism about his finances and business choices. Known for his confidence both in and out of the ring, Mayweather defended his legacy and money skills, stressing that he approaches boxing and business with strategy. He pointed out how he earns big through exhibition fights and other ventures and insisted that his financial moves are carefully planned and smart. The exchange highlighted Mayweather's determination to control his story and showed his view on staying wealthy and relevant even after retirement.
But we were in Jacksonville, Florida. The Philadelphia Eagles were playing the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. And I go up to Floyd. You can't play around with Gaddy. You gotta take him out. I'm just telling you, we in the VIP section. Floyd grabs me, pulls me closer to him. Ain't no motherfucker with 6 losses beating me. Never forget that.
Yeah.
I said, what? He said, I said, ain't no motherfucker with 6 losses ever beating me. Watch. I said, fine, I'ma beat him. Fight was in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
I flew back from Jacksonville and I went to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
For the next week for the fight. And Floyd beat that brother. Oh, he stole
bad.
Wow. It was bad. Floyd hit that brother with like 6 straight rights. I said, oh my God, just picked him apart.
Stephen A. Smith has spoken openly about the tense relationship between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather Jr., calling it increasingly toxic. He pointed out the rising conflict, noting that Davis has openly criticized Mayweather, accusing him of trying to control his career and restrict his chances.
When Floyd left Bob Arum, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own boss.
The tension became clear when Gervonta Davis decided to leave Mayweather Promotions to gain more control over his career. Stephen A. Smith noted that although Mayweather helped Davis rise to fame, their mentor-protege bond has weakened, with Davis feeling restricted and Mayweather reluctant to give up control.
When is Gervonta Davis going to go somewhere in the pound for pound? Anui deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. Do Terrence Crawford deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. But what about Gervonta Tank Davis? I mean, he deserved to be somewhere also in the pound for pound.
Why don't they give him that credit?
Because he was affiliated with me.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. had a key role in Gervonta Davis's win over Ryan Garcia on April 22, 2023. Even after their professional split in 2022, Mayweather's impact was clear. He gave strategic advice focusing on defense and targeting Garcia's weaknesses. Davis followed the plan perfectly, landing a decisive body shot in the 7th round to secure his victory.
Nobody would do business with you if you act like this.
But it happens a lot in boxing, though, right?
Oh, yeah, because
to be
it's
common in
strategic.
boxing, yeah.
Floyd was telling him all these things.
Floyd's given this counsel to
Yes.
Gervonta.
Who do you think is telling him to do the rehydration clauses and not, putting all these stipulations on me? You can't do this, you can't do that. The ring needs to be this size. It's Davis Garcia. It's not. But all these things were all by Floyd.
Stephen A. Smith has openly criticized the 2021 exhibition between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Logan Paul. He said the fight hurt the sport since Paul, with no professional boxing experience, should not have faced a legend like Mayweather. Smith argued that matches like this weaken boxing's credibility and the accomplishments of real fighters. While he admitted the fight was entertaining and drew massive attention, he stressed it focused more on spectacle than true competition, warning that Mayweather's involvement could harm his legacy and create a risky example for future boxing events.
A wrestler. I didn't see this coming, especially after I watched you fight Floyd Money Mayweather in the boxing ring. I thought that's the direction that you was going to go in, Logan Paul, but here you are, a big part of the WWE these days. Talk about that, how you feel about it, how it all happened.
Man, it's crazy. I didn't see it coming either, Stephen A. Smith. I really didn't. I was invited to do a wrestling match, a tag team match against the Mysterios for WrestleMania, and I think halfway through this match, I hit a move that was kind of a spit in the face to the Mysterios. It was in reference to Eddie Guerrero. I was on top of the rope, about to jump off to do my first ever frog splash in the WWE, which is now kind of my move. And I hit this little Eddie Guerrero shimmy, and the crowd goes crazy, but they're all boos, right? and everyone backstage lights up because, in the WWE universe, boos are fantastic. Boos are great. Cheers are great. Silence is bad.
Stephen A. Smith has openly criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s post-retirement exhibition fights, especially the quality of his opponents. After Mayweather's chaotic bout with John Gotti III, which ended in a brawl, Smith voiced his frustration, saying that when you are as great and elite as Mayweather, not just anyone should share the ring with you even after retirement.
Boxers, if not the greatest boxer in history. He's absolutely sensational. But he retired years ago, and for me personally, I know these exhibition matches are entertaining. I like the one with Conor McGregor, not so much the one with Logan Paul. Looking at these exhibitions and all of that stuff, that little melee and stuff don't matter to me. As far as I'm concerned, it could have potentially been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Absolutely.
I just believe.
He stressed that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s legacy is at risk from these exhibition fights, arguing that they feel more like entertainment shows than real boxing matches. Smith believes Mayweather should only face opponents who have truly earned the chance to step into the ring with a legend. What do you think about Stephen A. Smith's recent remarks on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s finances? Share your thoughts in the comments below.